Hey guys, Merkerson Gaming here. I just got done with the movie Ready Player One, and I wanted to do a review while everything was still fresh in my head. So, Ready Player One is based off a book. I'm going to put a link in the description down below of an Audible link that if you don't have an Audible account, you can get Ready Player One for free, read by Wil Wheaton, and he does an amazing job. So, Ready Player One is an amazing movie and an amazing book. The book is more amazing than the movie, but I like the book and the movie. But you gotta look at them as two separate entities. So if you go into the movie and you're like, oh, this ain't happening in the book, this ain't happening in the book, you're probably not gonna like it. But if you go into the movie as, hey, I want to see what's different, you're gonna love it, because it's gonna throw you some curves that you didn't see coming, because it diverges at the very beginning from the book. So there's that. So basically, okay, we'll start out with Wade Watts. Wade Watts is your main character. This spoil free. Just wanted to throw that out there. You'll get to learn a little bit about the first few pages of the book, and the first minute of the movie. So Wade Watts is your main character, and in the book he's a school student, and instead of going to actual school, he goes to school in the Oasis. It's a virtual reality type thing, and it's pretty cool. So he goes to school there because he got picked on a lot at regular school, and it's also a lot cheaper to go to school on the Oasis. They supply you a headset, and they supply you your supplies to actually just log on to the Oasis, and you can do your class from there. And his aunt is very abusive. Like I said, this is spoil free. It's like the very first few pages of the book. I'm not really ruining anything for you. I'm just showing you how it differs from the movie. So his aunt's very abusive. His aunt steals his stuff and sells it to help pay for rent. And their stack is full of people. He's sleeping in the laundry room because he has to, because there's too many people elsewhere in the room. So that's how the book goes. But in the movie, his aunt basically just has abusive boyfriends, and she sticks up for them more than she does really Wade himself. And it doesn't really drop anything about school in his setup. So you're kind of like, huh. And then my favorite part is when you log on to Oasis, it says Ready Player One. And in the movie it doesn't do that. So I don't know, it's just the little things, but also big things, because it diverges right from the very get-go. And then another thing is, in the book you have a task to get a key, and then you have to figure out a riddle and get to the task to get the gate. So you learn the riddle to get the key by doing a task, learn the riddle to get to the gate and do a task, and then you get the victory for the key and the gate. But in the movie, it's just the key. As soon as you get the key, the gate pops up, and you just get the next riddle for the next key. Other than that, the movie is really, the challenges completely different, but still really good. You're just whoa, and you're drawn into it. So I would say the movie is definitely 7 out of 10. It's really good, has some disappointing curves, rush storyline, but I mean, that's to be expected. It's a movie, you gotta fit it all in 2 hours. But yeah, there's a lot of things that just really differ, and it kind of just why? Some of them didn't have to differ, but they did it anyways, so it's whatever. And then the book, I'm gonna talk about the book for a minute. So the book is really good. Wil Wheaton narrates it. and he just does an amazing job. Like, he really brings the story out of this book. If you haven't had an Audible account yet, click down below, get the book for free. I don't think it takes a credit card to sign up or anything. It is amazing, and I loved it. I hope you love it too. Like, wow, the book is awesome. So, let's see. Will Wheaton, he really gets into reading this story, and the best part is there's some Star Trek Next Generation like thrown into the book, so it's perfect for Will Wheaton to be reading it. And the way he reads the Star Trek parts, he's just like, you can tell he's having fun with it. Like, he really has fun with reading this book, and because of that, like, you really get engrossed. Like, I felt like I was part of this universe when he was reading. Like, it just draws you in. So if you have a chance to get the book, or listen to the book especially, and make sure it's read by Will Wheaton. Like, I don't think anybody else can read it as good as he did, but if you have a chance, I recommend it. I would say the book is probably 8 or 9 out of 10. Like, hands down, an amazing book. So I'm gonna put the link below. Check it out. I hope y'all enjoyed. I didn't drop any spoilers. I'll let you know what I felt about the movie. I would say that the best part of the movie would be simply like all the references and everything like that. But on top of that, you have like, it's a lot of action. It's really good action. It's really well done. And like I said, a bunch of curveballs, because if you read the book, it doesn't align. It aligns some parts, and some of them you'll be like, book. But for the most part, you just don't see it coming. And it's really good. I highly recommend it. Alrighty. Marcus and Gaiman signing out.